windows once you go down. You must be crazy if you think that I'ma slow down. Don't wanna hear it talking shit, fuck the drama. Keep it coming, I'ma send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, get the gun down. Drop it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Being a Fine Figure here, as today we will be taking a look at the latest G.I. Joe Classified Series Dreadnok offering of Gnawgahyde, along with his sidekick Porkbelly and Yobbo. And of course, he is number 125 in the line, so we're getting there. We're almost near the 150. I'm pretty sure maybe by the end of the year we'll probably be there. Who knows? Who knows? With San Diego Comic-Con coming up, you don't know what they're going to be releasing or what's going to be next on the next Joe Live or whatever, but it's exciting. We're down to just maybe a few original Dreadnoks left. I know Monkey Wrench and Sandar. We need Sandar. So who knows? Who knows who the next Dreadnok is? But for now, we got Porkbelly. I'm excited. Love Porkbelly. Is a huge fan of him. Pretty much a huge fan of all the Dreadnoks. But so this is great that we finally got our hands on this one, or I got my hands on this one. It's been a while. It kind of caught me off guard. I just got an email in the middle of the night. When I opened it up in the morning, it told me that they basically just charged me and said that it was that the figure was ready, and then they shipped it a couple days later, and here we are. So again, this is very exciting, and of course it comes in the new style condensed G.I. Joe classified packaging. Of course, we're going back to the window displays, and of course, as you can see, it's got all the nice accessories. It's got a nice image there of the figure there, and he's got the sidekicks. There goes Yobbos and animals, and I love the fact that they include all the animals in this line, and it's great. I don't know, I'm going to have a separate shelf just for these sidekicks and animals and dogs and birds and stuff. So, but anyway, I'm going to get this figure unboxing as we do here on the channel, and I will be right back, so stay tuned. All right, we're back with the figure and the accessories and the animals out of the packaging, and we will quickly go over, let's go over the sidekicks first. Especially because I wanted to get Yobbo out of the way. First, I was a little excited because, we finally got a monkey, but, obviously he doesn't have any articulation. I was trying to see, it's got these lines on it, and I was thinking maybe you get a little bit, at least some movement on the front arms, on the front, or even the tail, but they don't. And I don't want to break it off, so it's kind of hard because he does not stand on his own. Because of the tail. So his face is down a little bit. So as you can see, he kind of just tilts to the side, and after a while, he just comes right off. So it's frustrating. They should have done, I don't know, a small, I think it could have been done, a little articulation on the leg or something, so you can get him maybe standing up straight. But besides that, he's got a nice little face sculpt there. Let me see if I can, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but he's got a nice little eye patch there. He's got the nice eye there. He's got the weird teeth and the mouth there. And yeah, they should have give us a little something so at least you can either stand him up or something. But obviously he has to be on top of something or holding on in order for you to get him straight up. Because other than that, on the tone, he's not. So chances are, of course, I am going to have to just display him on top of Porkbelly. But hey, it's another animal. We'll take it. Again, it's considered a deluxe figure, but it has tons of accessories, so maybe it lives up more than just a regular deluxe figure. So I'm kind of happy because once we get to Gnawgahyde, you'll see all the accessories and stuff that it comes with it. Now, Porkbelly, it's incredible. I love Porkbelly. The details on it, it is great. Look at that. Look at that nice hair. Look at the face sculpt there. He's got the nice earring there. Look at the tusk there. He's got a broken tusk, and he's got something on his tusk. It's like a piece of metal. I don't know, maybe like a bolt or something that's on there, which is that's a unique touch. It's all nice and painted up. He's got that nose ring there going for him with the spikes on it. Nicely done. He's got the tusk coming out from the bottom of the teeth too, and his jaw opens up a little bit. And yeah, be careful because I don't know if the piece, it just did like very terrible. Anyway. But it doesn't really hold it if you open up too much, so it's just like a limit on how far you can open his mouth. But while we're there, you can get the inside there. He's got that upper teeth up there. So I guess you could only go that far. If you try to go any farther, obviously it'll snap out off. So, but you can get a nice pulse there if you want to open up his jaw. And of course, let's keep it there. It's got that some head articulation. It's got some movement up there. So it's got the mane in the back, so it doesn't really, it's all separated. So it doesn't really hinder it too much. So you can actually get some nice movement up. And of course, you get a full tilt to look down, or if he's going to ram somebody. And of course, he's got that crunch all over the place. I mean, it can go in, it can go up, it can go to the side. This is great. I mean, they've added a lot of articulation, just like they did up. And the tail, they come off, so it's on a little ball joint, as you can see. So, yeah, you get some nice movement on the legs. You can spread them up that much, which is great. It's got all these single joints, but you can actually get some nice movement on it. And then the back legs, you can also spread them up a little bit more. And of course, you can, pretty much rotate them around, really. If you really think about it, I think all of them rotate. So that's some pretty good movement. So this is actually cool. You'll be able to do a lot of things with pork belly. Again, it's got the hair on the bottom. It's got some nice detail. I mean, and I like the color. The color on it's great. I mean, you can get this nice, look at that. He's walking. You can give him that walking pose like he's about to turn. It's pretty good. I mean, this is actually nicely done. They did a great job with this. So, and of course, we're going to have to just put the monkey, I guess, holding on to his mane or his ear, because it's the only way you can get the tail over to the side and he won't fall off. So yeah, it would have been nice if we can get a little articulation, at least on the back legs, so we can stand him up or something. But hey, he's going to be hanging around and riding either Gnawgahyde or Porkbelly all the time. So, but anyway, that's that. So we are going to put Porkbelly to the side, and we are quickly going to go over Gnawgahyde. And we're going to go over the accessories as we always do here on the channel first. Where do we start? Well, let's start with the Outback Jack hat. It's got the nice there. He's got, I don't know if those are teeth or claws from an alligator. I don't know if you can even get to an alligator's teeth, but it's nice detail on it. It's nicely painted. It's got the nice soft rubber that they use for it. So it's actually nicely done. And then he's got arrows, and he's got the quiver, I think is what it's called. And I like about the quiver is that, yes, you do have these stationary ones that you cannot remove, and they're all stuck together, but you do get a slot. So whenever you posing him with his weapon or whatever, you can just slide the one there, and it holds pretty durable. So they did a good job as far as, it doesn't get loose. And he's got the whole peg for the back. And then, of course, he's also got some other things here where you can put, I guess, his bow and arrow and his crossbow and stuff like that on it. So we will get to that part later on. He does have a case to put his sniper weapon. I don't know how you call those, and it's the same one as Lowlight, I think. Yes, the same one as Lowlight. And then, obviously, you've got the molds in there, so you can put and put it in there and put it away, which is nice, so you can carry it through the marsh, through the outlet when he's out there hunting. He does have 2 sets of knives. Oh, before I continue, because I always talk about this in all my videos, obviously I'm okay with this all being one color. It's a case. I mean, you want to go green, you don't want to go black. It's he's out there, but they've added details on the quiver there, as you can see, and also on the arrows, which is good. And then on the knives, they have the silver and the handles black. I mean, that's the way all the weapons should be. Show a little detail and a little deco on them so they can stand out rather than just a plain old black or green, or I even see gray. It's always great to have 2 tones. It actually enhances the figure and the accessories a little bit more. So I wish they would do it continuously instead of just hit or miss. Some figures have it, some don't. Which, it's, I don't know what the deal is, if it's like a money issue or what, but I wish that we just concentrate on just that little touch, makes the figure stand out a little bit more. Example, crossbow. You got the green, but then you got the black there, and it looks like you might be able to they clamp on there, so that's actually pretty good. But anyways, you can see the black and the green, they look great. And again, it's like a little flexible there, so you're able to give it some movement, do some pose. Don't know what this is. It seems like a silencer or something, but it comes off. So, I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's where we put it in here. So, Yeah, that's the piece, I guess, that you can, I don't know. We'll figure it out later. He also comes with this knife, and it was so tight into the plastic, the more condensed, that it kind of came out all bent out of shape. So obviously I'm going to have to like heat it up, mold it into place or something. But if it wasn't for that, it's actually pretty good. And it's got the little clamps there so you can put on his arms. So I guess he can just swing with his arms as opposed to holding it, which is a different touch, I guess. But, you know, it's got the nice details on it. It's got the little teeth there on it. It's got that nice mold in there. But yeah, the fact that it's like all bent out of shape, I mean, they need to start using a little bit harder plastic, or even, you know, a little rubber. But it's a nice looking piece. I don't know how long these will last through with time, because they are very thin, and they don't look like they're going to hold a lot. So the more you take it in and out of the figure, chances are that these pieces will start breaking off. But on the bright side, if it does, all you got to do is just break the rest, and you can just have him hold it like a normal machete. And of course, last but not least, his sniper rifle. As you can see, like, man, you see, you put two colors, just a simple black on it, and it looks great. And of course, all this stuff comes off. You can put it inside the little case there. Just the magazine. Yeah, the magazine comes off. Things that I really don't care for much, because like I always say, it's a piece so you can lose. And of course, you can always take the kickstand out and also put it in there, and it does move around and you can hide it. But it's a nice piece, and it does come with the silencer, so you can take that off, and you can it does have the holes so you can play effects. So if you have like those Viper sets, or the Girl Troopers or something like that came with those shooting effects, you can actually use it on this weapon, and it will fit right on perfectly. But it's a nice detail there. Scope, everything is very nice. So let's move on now to the figure itself, the main course, as we say here. And again, this is an incredibly nice looking repaint figure. They did a great job with the face, and him, just like Torch, got the mutton chops treatment. Like, it's nice. He's bald like me, so I feel attached to him in a way. And of course, at first, I actually thought, like, when you look at it from far away, it looks like he just couldn't let go of, like Hulk Hogan just can't let go of the hair in the back. So he has to have it long. He just couldn't let go, but it's actually a scratch. So a croc, or I don't know, maybe some wild animal, a tiger or something. I don't know. It's just weird, but it gives it a nice touch. So, and then of course he's got that nice snake tattoo going around the side of his head there. And then of course he's got like a huge underbite because of the mustache. You could only see like the grin. I would have preferred an open, yelling, screaming head with this one. It would have made a lot of sense, but I get it. I know what they were trying to go for, you know, keeping it as vintage as they could. And again, another figure, Dreadnoks, I get the 80s where they love, I guess, the cropped vests and the crop tops and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of those bodybuilders from the 80s where they had those baggy pants, and then the sweaters and the things were all cropped tops, you know. So they always want to show up their belly and their abs. And again, this is Gun-Ho, Roadblock, I think, both. I mean, this is their big sculpt that they use. So, but it looks great because, you know, now we have a huge Dreadnok to add to the group, you know. And yeah, he does have this also, going back to the figure, the vest is very nice. He's got the little teeth there, I guess. This looks like a leopard type skin. They're trying to make it that leopard look. It's a nice durable rubber, so it's actually pretty good. He's got his dog tag. He's got his croc necklace. So everything's like teeth. His hat, his vest, everything. He's got the armband too. He's got a couple of teeth on his armband there. He's got on a tattoo, which this is terrible. It doesn't really mess up. Like, it doesn't add up pretty good. Like, the open, I mean, they've, yeah, obviously. A as much as I like tattoos on figures, it's always good when they put it on places where there's not going to be a joint in between. See, like for this, for example, his Anarchy there tattoo with, I guess, crossed out joints. I don't know, but it's right there where, you know, it's not going to hinder articulation. It's not going to break, you know, stuff like that. When they go for the look, which I can appreciate, but it would have been nice if they would have just done the whole arm, so it would look as good. Or, you know, I mean, you can't really go small. Or if you do, just put it in here in the forearm. You know, just let it go in the forearm, just like they did with Torch. Torch has the flame there, so it doesn't interfere with the joints and stuff like that, so it doesn't look weird when you're trying to pose him and stuff. And even then, you know, he's got that small up here, and all of a sudden it gets big all of a sudden. So it doesn't look great. It doesn't look good. This side here looks pretty good, but then, you know, it just doesn't look in the blade. Like, you don't know where the blade ends or the head, you know. Anyway, but let's move on. He's got more teeth in his armband there. He's got that nice, I guess, studded arm wrap or something. Almost like a biker's arm wrap. But, yeah, he's got his little shift there in the back for his knife. He's got, I guess, 2 flash grenades, I guess. He's got 2 grenades there. The belt does move around. And, of course, we've seen this bottom of the legs before with the patches there. They did add on a little molded piece there for that particular knee pad. We've seen this protector there on the other figures before. And then he's got another quiver for his other knife. So he can put knives in different places. But this is a pretty good figure. I mean, again, I always don't dwell too much on the articulation because it's basically the same. You know, the same G.I. Joe articulation and stuff like that. Plus, you know, if you have Gun-Ho or if you have Roblox, it's the same thing. But the color, the detail, the face sculpt on this, it's pretty good. They nailed it. I mean, it looks great. And again, it just completes another Dreadnok, and we just have a few original Dreadnoks left to go. I know down the line, past when I was, you know, moved on and then got kids and stuff like that, I wasn't watching them as much because I was always busy. So I know they added a few more, but these are probably part of the core ones that I enjoy from the original Joes and stuff like that. And they nailed it. This is actually good. And they all fit, like all the Dreadnoks so far. The look, they're unique, but yet they all fit well together. So let's quickly put some of this stuff on him. Let's see how he looks with the stuff on it. I don't know. Let's not just go too crazy. Obviously, we're going to keep the knives on him. He does not have a side piece or a pistol like all the other ones. Even Torch with that grenade still got himself a little handgun. But I get it. You know, he's more of the marsh jungle type character. So the less weapons he has, the more silent crossbow and stuff, the more it kind of makes sense. And of course, yeah, see this? He's got that all this here. So I'm thinking your best option would definitely be. But yeah, I'm afraid with time, the more you open and close this up, if you were to like constantly take it out for pictures and stuff and post them, these pieces are eventually going to break off. They're just very, very weak. But as you can see, he's got that, yeah, just ignore the fact that is bent a little. But yeah, that's a nice, I guess you can, yeah, that's not bad. That's very thing. Oh, we'll leave it on there. I don't want to start the process. Actually, I'll end up putting the gun away. I think he looks better to me with the crossbow and stuff like that. One thing about these vests, sometimes they're too thick and then the peg doesn't really go in and it doesn't really secure. So they do come off. A lot of there's Joes in the backpack. So like you have to play with the... it's good. Yeah, it doesn't really go in all the way because of it. Because of the vest. The vest is actually... I mean, it's thick enough that it prevents you from... whatever. Anyway, we'll keep that out. We'll keep him with that. We'll put the... We'll put the crossbow here in his hand, I guess, for now. Oh, he's got the trigger finger. I wish they would start putting... Like, if he doesn't have a gun, let's not give him trigger fingers. Like, I mean, I know you can make them. I know Sergeant Slaughter has just regular grip ones, so I know it could be done. But, I mean, I get it. They want to keep that whole Kung Fu style from the 80s figures. But anyway, yeah, let's put them together with the rest of the Dreadnoks. Let me just get the accessories away, and we can do without that for now. And we'll quickly, a few more steps, and we'll end the video. So let me just get the rest of the team. Let's get the team together. All right, so here are the rest of the Dreadnok offerings that we've gotten so far from G.I. Joe Classified Hasbro. Of course, buzzer, and I solved the buzzer problem. I just had to put a little glue right at the edge there, the middle of the sunglasses, and it stopped them from falling off. I was just getting annoying. I like them better with the glasses on, and the glasses, they're just so loose, they fall all the time. So I put just a little bit of glue, enough that even if I have to take it off, it's not gonna do any damage to the glasses or the figure, but they're nice and sturdy and they don't fall off, which is what I wanted. And of course, we have Buzzard, we have Torch, we have Ripper, we got Sarana, and of course, we've got the leader. Where I put him right here. The Master of Disguise himself, and of course, you know, we just need Sandar, Monkey Wrench. I don't know what to deal with that. You can't release him without the vehicle, so I hope that they release that sometime soon in the future. But there goes Sartan's crew. I mean, what more can you expect? I mean, this team, it looks great. And I did see, and I can't remember, and I'm sorry for not remembering his name. I saw somebody review, I think it was Buzzard or Ripper a while back, and they got like these Harley scales that look perfect. So I'm going to be looking into them. I'm going to research a little bit and find me a couple of Harleys. And I think all of them deserve to be on Harleys, even Sarana. So I'm going to, once I get it together, you'll see in the future. So stay tuned, because I think they just look great, because the figures just look perfect on those Harleys. So I'm going to have to find those scales of those motorcycles and put them up. But before I go, we're going to put Porkbelly along with some of the other animals of the G.I. Joe Animal Kingdom. And before we go, of course, here is Porkbelly next to some of the animals that we've gotten so far from G.I. Joe. And of course, I do have Polly, but it's terrible what they did with Polly. They should have done a little bit better. Maybe give her some wings or something. I don't know. It's just that peg there. I mean, you can't really do anything unless you put her on shipwreck. So, because no other figure has the peg on it. And at least with Spirits, God, I can't believe Liberty? Is it Liberty? At least with the Eagle, God, I can't believe I just drew a blank. But anyway, you got the removable, you got a little articulation on the wings, and then of course you get the open ones with the spread out, which is actually pretty good. And the pegs are there, but you know, you can stand her up. She stands up pretty well. And of course, you got Junkyard. You got Spora, Tripwire, which is something new to me. I don't remember ever seeing this. And of course, Timber. And I mean, Law and Order, I mean, you get that German Shepherd going. I mean, I know there's a few other out there, and it's amazing. It's great that they intertwine, keeping it real, keeping it just so vintage like the original Joe's releases are. So guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It does help the channel a lot. And comment below and tell me which one so far, since we already got mostly this offering of all the Dreadnok, which one's your favorite? Comment below. And as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. Continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.